the Raging Cajuns will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Raging Cajuns offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense changing the play. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
First down for your Bulldogs.
In the red area, it's Booth. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The snap sets up the throw. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes.
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab for a big play. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. To throw, it's Collins. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This is a designed run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's McGee.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
First down for your Bulldogs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Booth. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Collins. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half.
Louisiana's at 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff to the lone back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On third down, going up top. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Collins. Looking to buy time. The ball's free. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cooks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. They'll run for it on third and short. Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
First down for your Bulldogs.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's McGee. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now from inside the red zone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here they come facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab, it's 4. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Floats it out in space. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. Makes booty. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to run it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Collins. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it. A tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal attempt to win the game. Nestled just inside that right upright. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be